Hello, hello. I think I need to adjust my thing a bit. Oh, no. It's so hard to adjust this. I guess maybe I should do that in Discord. Not Discord. YouTube Studio. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Hello, Davide. How are you doing today? So last time we left off, we're about 950 encounters. So let's see how far we got today. I need to still set up my auto counter. Give me a quick second to do that. Nice, nice. Sorry I didn't respond to your post earlier from that you made on the server. You said you were taking apart was it a 3DS or a 2DS? With like a million screws. A 2DS? Okay. Were you reshelling it or what? Next we have an egg. Yeah, as for me this week, I was finally able to get a soldering iron, or borrow one from my friend, to set up the new laser for my PS2. You clean the switch. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, sleep switch. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it was kind of something that you had been dealing with. Yeah, I bet that would be annoying. You're in like in the middle of playing or like shiny hunting and then it just randomly goes to sleep. Okay. Nice. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Aside from the million screws that they put in. Oh my gosh, really? Wow. That's so annoying. Yeah, I'm really glad, when I started taking apart the PS2, that it was a newer model that, like, the battery was in a good place, because some PS2s, they're the CMOS battery, like the clock battery, is like all the way buried, like, with the motherboard. So you have to like completely disassemble it, like you're saying, just for like the simplest little fix. But luckily the PS2 I have, it it's like right in the front, like right when you open it up, so it's so much easier to replace it. Yeah, at least there's no hinges and ribbon. I mean, there's probably most likely ribbon cables, but not like ribbon cables stashed inside of hinges. I don't know why, for some, whenever the input goes through from my controller, some of them react faster than others. It's so strange. Let's see, we have room for one more. But yeah, I still haven't replaced the laser in the PS2 yet, because it's a whole, like, I have to disassemble quite a bit. And I haven't had time to do it. I was hoping to do it later today, maybe. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I thought I was gonna be completely free this evening, and then I realized that I had another, like, commitment, and I was like, okay. To do some chores. Alrighty. But, yeah, my friend, he has this really cool soldering iron that, like, it has like a digital, it has like a screen on it, which I've never seen on a soldering iron. And, like, apparently you can, he was telling me about it, and he was like, I jailbroke the soldering iron. I was like, I didn't even know you could jailbreak a soldering iron. What are you talking about? So, yeah, it has like a computer inside of it, and you can like jailbreak it so it can get even hotter temperatures and stuff like that. It's wild. It looks pretty good. It's like USB-C powered and everything. It's pretty sleek. I was kind of jealous because, like, I don't have a soldering iron for like little projects, but he wanted to do in N64 HDMI mod. And like I was talking about like the mods and stuff that I'm doing, and I think that kind of gave him some confidence to like take that step and try modding his own retro consoles. So yeah, I'm excited for him. I want to see like how he does with that. But the thing I needed the soldering iron for was just like really quick. It was just, I literally did it in like 30 seconds. Like, it's just a tiny little blob on a piece of circuitry on the laser that you have to desolder. It's put there to like protect the component from like static, because if that gets like shocked, then it can ruin the whole thing. But yeah, I still have to do the final test. I didn't even check if the auto counter was doing it correctly, but I think it was. I started at 56, I'm assuming, and then it went to 50 and, or no, 60, sorry. Sorry, 56, then to 60, now it's 64. That makes sense. So yeah, I promised my friend that I would, after I replace it and put it back together, that I would send him a video of it working when it's booting up. Working or not working. So I just need a little bit of like time to set aside to do that. Yo, what's up, Quantic? How you doing? We're just talking about my saga with repairing my PS2. Okay, so the auto counter is working just fine. How are you doing, Quantic? I don't know if I ever asked, but do you have a Switch, Quantic? Because I don't know if I ever if I ever asked. Because I've been playing Leaf Green, and I was actually able to find someone to trade with. Actually, one of we got some new neighbors, and she has Fire Red on the Switch, so I can trade with her. But I actually never, I don't think I ever asked if he has a Switch. See, how many? One more. Ah, she trapped me. The lady trapped me on the third screen. Ugh. Give me a sec. I need to get in a more... I'm shrimping. I need to get in a more comfortable position. Contact the wires up. Not everywhere, but I don't have my wireless headset plugged in right now because it's still charging. Oh, hello, YouTube Studio. Please cooperate. YouTube Studio is... What the heck? My webcam isn't locked anymore. It's not showing... It's not updating. Come on. How do I reset this? Camera off. Camera on. There we go. Okay, hopefully that works better. I actually haven't calibrated my camera in a while, so... Everything breaking, yeah. That's just how it is with streaming. I'm sure you're very much aware. Don't have one. Almost getting one. Probably will at some point. Yeah, I mean, even if it's like a DS Lite, like if you're not in so much into like you're more interested in or like more liable to use it like handheld mode rather than like docked mode. Because those are a little bit cheaper as well. I think... Yeah, we are all hatched Pichus here. Okay. So now we gotta go put them in the box. Do. Ah. Okay. Move. Let's do one more check. Let's see. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we would have seen the shiny sparkles if it did. They were... But yeah, if anything, I think where did I put the heck? Did I put the other Pichus in a different box? I guess not. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I think that the Switch is definitely worth it, at least for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Funnily enough, the soundtrack that's in the background. Because, like, oh man, Arceus is so good. My only, like, disappointment with Arceus is that it wasn't longer. Or, like, it's kind of, like, I don't know. It is replayable in a way, especially for shiny hunters, but it's not really that replayable. That's like my only complaint with Arceus. Because, like, I don't know, Scarlet and Violet are okay. Like, the story in Scarlet and Violet's really good, but Yeah, at that point, it might just be worth just saving up for a Switch 2. uh, I don't think it's worth getting a Switch for Scarlet and Violet, just because of the performance is so bad. It will never not, like, be crazy to me the fact that Legends Arceus came out this same year as Scarlet and Violet, and it ran so much better. Like, I know it's not open world like Scarlet and Violet is, but, like, it was basically open world, and they carried over a lot of stuff from Scarlet and Violet. So, like, I don't understand why there was such a big difference. Well, I do understand, but it's really funny. So you have two different teams working on very similar games, but one of them just runs so much worse. Mostly because they just needed more time. It's definitely less on part of the people working on it and more on part of, you know, Nintendo and uh, Game Freak. They lost the coin flip. Yeah, exactly. That's just, it's so wild that that year. Was it 2020? No, 2021? I forgot when did SV come out? When did all those games come out? 2021 or 2022? Um, like three Pokemon, three full Pokemon games in 1 year is absolutely insane, and I hope that they never do that again. Yeah, but so that's the crazy thing is that they didn't even have to. They did not have to release Scarlet and Violet because they already had BDSP and Legends of Arceus that same year. But yeah, the deadline was already set. Right, we got one more egg, one more space for egg. Yeah, when ZA came out, it was just fine. Legend ZA. Uh, Crazy what giving your employees enough time to work on your game will do. So, I'm really glad that Gen 10's not going to be out for another year, because, like, I think at this point, everyone's on the same page, right? Like, the fans are on the same page, Pokemon, Game Freak are on the same page, like, everyone would be so much happier if you just took a little bit more time. We don't care if we have to wait a year. Just, you know, make a good game. I'm still kind of torn if I'm gonna um whatchamacall. If I'm gonna even play Gen 10 when it comes out. But that's a problem for future me. For now, I want to get my PS2 working because I want to play those nostalgic games like Guitar Hero and what else do I have on PS2? Maybe Ratchet and Clank. I might try that out. I'm not really that great with platformers, but Ratchet and Clank is more of just of a, like a kind of like a shoot 'em up platformer. Yeah, that's true. I can always wait. Yeah. I'm still kind of salty about Popcopia. People are saying that that's probably game of the year, and I'm like, damn. I will play it maybe eventually. So, I'll just have to wait. Yeah, I just I just have to fix my PS2 and hopefully it'll be working. I have all 3 Guitar Heroes, so I'm gonna play through all of them. I do have a CRT. It is pretty cool. I have so I have a receiver that takes HDMI and RCA inputs and does outputs, so you can just switch between, you know, different outputs and stuff. And, you know, it also has like a sound system, like it's basically supposed to be for just like a full home theater home entertainment sound system type deal. But I've been using that, and I have a HDMI to RCA converter, and I'm just running my HDMI out from that. Yeah, they do look really good. So I have my GameCube, hooked up, and I was playing Harvest Moon, and yeah, it looks so good. Like in the correct aspect ratio. I'm trying to see if I can get a mini PC for, like, replacing the, Blu-ray player so that I can, like, watch, like, anime with, like, a 4:3 aspect ratio without having any, like, weird stuff. Because, like, I was trying to watch Bleach on the CRT, like, on, like, because I have my Roku hooked up to it, and usually it's not too bad, like, when you have a 16:9, like, show or something on the CRT, it does, like, squish it a bit, but it's not, like, too, like, weird looking. It's, you kind of get used to it. But when you have a thing that is, when you have a show that's in the 4x3 aspect, then it has these black bars on the side. And it's really annoying. Just to me personally, because like, you know how how it should look, right? Um, so it's just annoying that it has those bars on it, and I'm just like, I want to watch it in its native resolution, damn it. Because I have a CRT. It's made for this TV. It should look good. Oh, fancy one. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's do a check. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm sure when we do find the shiny, it will be very noticeable. Just by, like, having seen the regular version so much, any slight difference will be very noticeable. But, like, I'm still checking them just in case. But yeah, so I'm really hoping to get something for that at some point. I can have my retro anime, and it looks good. Yeah, better to be safe than sorry. We're almost, ooh, the next batch that we hatch will be 1,000 Pichus. Approximately. Since, again, I have no idea if this is an accurate count. Because I wasn't counting the whole time I was hatching these. The other guy is still up. The thing, oh my gosh, so I was able to use my own PCs because I have my PC right now is a mini PC, and I did hook that up to the CRT, and it was, you know, the resolution and everything was working just fine, but it's so frustrating. So I did this before, like, we wanted to watch Full Metal Alchemist, from 2003, which is not on any streaming platform whatsoever, right now. Which is wild to me, first of all, that you do not have, like, one of the most prolific anime anywhere on streaming. Another reason why, you know, physical media is king. But, so I connected it, and we were able to watch, like, a couple episodes of that on my mini PC just fine. Like, everything was working just fine. But when I went to pick it up later on, like, I don't know, like a month later, 2 months later, to watch Bleach, for some reason, the HDMI audio is, like, not working at all. And I tried, like, reinstalling, like, uninstalling the HDMI audio, uninstalling my sound drivers, reinstalling, installing, like, the, like, beta update for Windows. I tried everything. And it still did not work at all, the HDMI audio. Like, I was getting the video just fine, but the audio was not happening at all. Even though it was working, like, a few months back. And so I just had to use my friggin' Bluetooth headphones to watch it, to get the audio. Which is fine. I've used my Bluetooth headphones, like, watching the CRT before, but usually only with, like, the Roku, like, when it's late at night and I don't want to wake anyone up. So it's just, it's just, I don't know, not the best experience, but I was desperate. I really wanted to watch Bleach. Damn it. Yeah, it was really weird, Quantic. I don't think I've ever had, like, I don't know. I think the only thing that I didn't do was, like, install, like, the driver, like, manually. That's the only thing I did not, like, try out. I had it install whatever drivers that it could find, like, automatically on its own. Because, like, I wasn't, you know, gonna go through and try to, like, find and download the driver from, like, I don't know, AMD or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. And the thing is, it wasn't, I know it was the sound drivers, because the cable, I used the same HDMI cable for, like, another device, and it was getting audio and video just fine. So it wasn't the cable at all. It was 100% either the HDMI driver or the sound drivers. But, like, my sound drivers work fine with my wireless headphones and my wired headphones, like, that I have plugged in right now. So it's definitely the HDMI sound driver. I'm, like, almost 100% certain. And, like, that's usually, like, something that you don't have to worry about, like, at all. But somehow it just was not working, no matter what I tried. And, like, people online, they have videos, right? They're like, how to, like, troubleshoot and, like, how to fix your thing. And one was like, just restart your computer while the HDMI is plugged in. And I'm like, I wish that worked. That's the first thing that I tried. And my computer did not care one bit. I don't know, man. I kind of like the old school stuff better. Right? The RCA cable, you plug it in the, as long as you got it in the right spots, video, audio, left, right, it works. You don't have to mess with audio drivers. Alright, do I have a full team here? I do. 1,000! I just noticed. Let me move the text over so it's not all weird looking. Do. What's that? It's not quite centered. Come on. It's like snapping weirdly, and maybe if I move the whole thing. I hate this whole snapping thing. Put it like this. Okay, that's fine. 1,000. Only 7,192 more to go till we get to full odds. Yeah, it really likes like going to the edge of the thing, which is fine. It's just I was trying to get it more like centered in the blank spot. That's okay. Oh right, I don't have room in my party for another egg. Oh man. The weather is so weird lately. Like sometimes it's like really cold and other times it's like really hot. Egg batch number 2. Nope. But yeah, and then next month I should be getting a mod kit for my GameCube, the flippy drive, and that will let me, you know, that'll let me load games from an SD card instead of having to buy the ridiculously priced stuff on eBay right now. So that'll be good. I'll have to... I think there is another mod, or maybe I can do it through Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's like, so the way it works is they have like it's kind of crazy. Um so they have a microcontroller on like a little circuit board, and um you just kind of like tuck it on the side of like the assembly that's already there, like inside the GameCube, and like it just sits there. They have like a little 3D printed bracket, and it uses the same like mounting holes as the console, and there's like a screw that like it goes over, and it uses like the same holes minus like one screw, and then that connects to a ribbon cable that goes up to like the disk drive, and it actually like so like I don't know how to describe it. It's hard to describe it. So like the disk drive assembly slots into like a bunch of pins. It's just like a slot, you just like plug it in. And what these guys did to mod it is they made a ribbon cable that like fits around the part that you plug into the slot and like goes over the same pins. So like it's accessing the same pins as the optical drive while it's plugged in. Uh which is like wild. Like it you can still use the disk drive like normal. It doesn't affect it at all. But it adds like an extra like capability to it to like the ribbon cable can also access the same pins. And that's how like the microcontroller I think it's like a it's not a Raspberry Pi or like a Raspberry Pico or is that what it is? I forget which, but it's just that with the SD reader, and then yeah, it just treats the files from the SD card as like a CD. It's absolutely insane. Like GameCube modding now is at a point where like there's at least 4 different methods that you can use to mod your Game Boy, not your Game Boy, your GameCube. And like they're just like increasingly more complex. Like not complex like for the the modders, like the people installing them, but like the people who created them. Oh no, I'm like all messed up here on my bike pathing. I should be able to hit the wall over here. Wait, there we go. There we go. But yeah, you should look up the flippy drive for GameCube and like see it yourself. Like it's so hard for me to like explain like how cool it is, but like once you see it, then you're just like, "Oh, that's really cool." Because like I've seen mods and stuff, like I've seen quite a bit of mods where people like add in components or replace components, but I've never seen a mod that like goes around the components that are already there and like integrates into it like seamlessly like the flippy drive does. It's kind of wild. We're depositing. Alright, one last check. Nope. Now we deposit. I still need to clear these boxes. With PK Hex. I haven't gotten to that around to that yet. I don't think I have PK Hex on this computer right now, actually. There's so many like little programs and stuff that I still do not have from my last computer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the flippy drive. I think you can even like communicate to it via Wi-Fi, and like you can transfer your stuff, like new files, over to the SD card that way. But I'll have to check that out. Oh, egg. Egg is ready. I'm so glad I did this, like, little hack. So, in Gen 3, the chance of you getting an egg is dictated by the parent Pokemon. So, if you have two Pokemon, what is it, two of the same Pokemon, that increases it by 25%. And then if you have each Pokemon from a different trainer, that increases it another 25%. But since I don't have a second copy of a 3rd gen game, or like another actually, I don't even have the cables. Yeah, I don't have any way to trade between, you know, 2 Gen 3 games, basically. But there's a program called PK Hex where you can like add and like edit Pokemon in your boxes on a Gen 3 cartridge. So I use that to make a Pikachu from like a fake trainer, and that way I get eggs from the daycare guy more often. Because it would take absolutely forever writing back and forth getting eggs without that extra 25%. But now it's really quick. We got some Zelda. Let's see, I might switch up to a different playlist here. Where's my usual shiny hunting playlist? Here we go. Yeah, it's a really nice boost. That's the thing that I really love about like shiny hunting in older games, is finding all of like the little like exploits, and not even exploits, but like all the little mechanics in the game to give you just a little bit more of a better chance of you know, getting the shiny. Or just like helping out the process. Let's see. Oh. We have a full party. Oh yeah. So, I watched a video, was it yesterday? About, another like crazy what's it called, like discovery with Gen 3. It's wild, like we're still figuring things out about these games that came out 20 years ago. But I think I told you about, or like showed you a video of the shiny Spinda before, right, Quantic? Or about like Spinda in general, like how it's very unique because it has different like patterns. Every Spinda has like a different like value that changes the patterns on its face. But apparently there's been a new discovery. I'm not sure how new it is, but I haven't heard it before, so I'm fairly certain that it's a new thing. But apparently in Pokemon Emerald, right? So Ruby and Sapphire came out first, and then with Pokemon Emerald, they like did a few tweaks and stuff. Most of it were like behind the scenes, right? And like fixing things. Emeralds also broke the RNG. So like this has been known for a while, but Emeralds made it so that the RNG seed, whenever you start up the game, is always set to 0. Usually when you start up the game, like with Ruby and Sapphire, as soon as you start the game up, unless you have a dead battery, it will generate a random seed, depending on when you pressed start on the menu. So Emerald basically acts like a copy of Ruby or Sapphire where the battery has died. That's been known for a while. But some other things that they changed are apparently the way that Spinda gets added to your Pokedex. So I watched the video. I'll probably send it in like the Discord or something later, but basically this guy got like a message from one of his like commenters, because like he does this for his YouTube channel. Like he tries to find like mysteries or like obscure facts in the older games, usually Gen 3. And one of his viewers was telling him the story about how when they were playing Emerald as a kid, they caught a Spinda, and then when they went to go look in the Pokedex, the Spinda was actually shiny. So what they had guessed was that Emerald has a different system for showing the sprite, the Spinda sprite. Because usually the way it works is, the first Spinda that you see in the wild, or that you catch, usually it's just like if you see it in the wild, it'll like copy that Spinda. Wait, I forgot how to... It's like, I think the first Spinda you catch is what will show up in the Pokedex. If you didn't catch a Spinda, it'll just use like a placeholder Spinda, which is like that's another whole like thing about like the placeholder Spinda, right? From like another YouTube video. But anyways, basically Emerald works differently because instead what it does is it will show it'll show Spinda that is actually until you catch it, right? Instead of the placeholder Spinda, it will show the wild Spinda that you saw. Um, but it's slightly different because the Spinda that it shows actually goes off of the Pokédex. Basically kind of has like its own player ID. So the reason why, you know, they see a regular wild Spinda, but then in the Pokédex it's shiny, is because it has a different, basically a different player ID. It's a little bit hard to explain, but like if you've done like RNG manipulation stuff, or if you've seen RNG manipulation stuff for Gen 3, you'll kind of get like what I'm talking about. So basically what he did is he modified the game so that he has the same ID as player ID as the Pokédex, which is just basically just all values set to 0. And then he went and looked for the shiny Spinda, and he proved it. It was correct that the Pokédex does show like the shiny Spinda. If you would run into it in the wild, you can have a regular Spinda in your party, right? Or like that you caught, or even if you didn't catch it, but it'll show up shiny in your Pokédex. So that was pretty crazy. The only thing that the crazy thing is, like, if that happened to me, then, or if that happened to anyone, right? If you wanted to keep the shiny in your Pokédex, you would just like never catch never catch a Spinda. You would just like keep it uncaught just to have that shiny in your Pokédex. But yeah, so like it is crazy though, because like the odds of finding a shiny are already low enough, but the odds of finding a shiny for a completely different trainer ID. Like it makes a lot of sense why nobody was able to figure that out. Because like the thing is, because it can only happen for Spinda in Emerald, because every other Pokemon, even if you are like see it shiny, for the Pokédex value, right? It always shows a placeholder sprite, instead of like, you know, a shiny. It will never be shiny if it's any other Pokemon but Spinda. So once again, Spinda breaking things in in the game because of how they tried to account for its unique mechanic. It's so cool, man. I'm very like I'm very tempted to do my own kind of like Spinda related hunt. Or like maybe RNG manipulation or something. It's just so funny. This silly little Pokemon causes so many weird little issues and like discoveries. Yeah, it is honestly kind of crazy that it was ever, you know, I mean, yeah, the odds of it happening and like somebody like figuring that out, because like if you think about it, right? Most people, when they come across a Spinda, or like any new Pokemon in the game, they're gonna catch it, right? Or like if they maybe they knock out one and then they run away, they're not gonna check their Pokedex right away, right? They're like more. It's more likely that they're just gonna move on to the next patch of grass, and then they're gonna catch the next one that they find, and then that would be the one that shows up in their Pokedex. So the fact that this person checked right after encountering just a random Spinda for the first time, and then it happened to be shiny, like, yeah, I can see why now that it would have taken this long for people to have figured this out. I freaking love shiny Pokemon, man. Alright, so now we're gonna check. Nope. Oops. I meant to go into deposit mode. Let's do that. Deposit. Blue boyfriend. Yeah! Yeah, that's the guy. I like his videos a lot. He has some interesting stuff. He kind of falls into that trope of like mystery YouTube, like weird mysteries on YouTube, but like it's fun. But yeah, there's another video about like a deep dive into like Spinda Spinda lore. I forgot what the video, who that channel was that made it. Pretty sure I'm subscribed to them. But that one it goes over like the placeholder Spinda and like it basically he looks at like every single like merch or like instance of like Spinda showing up and like like it is a deep dive. Let me see if I can find the channel. I think it's called, yeah, lettuce. It's literally called lettuce leaf. Lettuce leaf, the Spinda rabbit hole. It's a 47-minute video all about Spinda. It's a really good watch though. I love it. Alright, we need egg. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do my own Spinda hunt now. I think that was one thing that I had thought about for the badge quest, but I uh didn't really commit to it. That actually wouldn't be too bad of a hunt, because even if I phase on, like, Skarmory, that would be pretty cool. I love Skarmory. That'd be a cool shiny to get. It's like, I wouldn't even be mad if I phased. I don't know what else. I think there's Zigzagoon in that area. That's the only one I'm just like, probably won't want to phase on. Probably could do some kind of repel trick with that. It's like, look a bit. Encounter tables. Egg. Let's see. I forget what route that even is. Look at the. That would be next to. Where's Topolis? No. Or Lava... No, yeah, next to Lava Ridge? Route... I think it's... Isn't it Route 113? I have a feeling it's Route 113. Try to start hunt with Masuda method. Yee. It is almost Easter after all. Never did one successfully. Yeah, I heard Sword and Shield is a good game to do Masuda method. I don't know if that's true or not, but whenever I see people doing like shiny hunts doing Masuda method, I've seen lots of people doing it in Sword and Shield. A yellow Pokemon? Yeah! Yellow boy. What's a good yellow shiny? I guess Riolu, but then it evolves... Lucario's a bit more like lime than yellow. What else is a good yellow shiny? I'm kind of blanking right now, I don't know why. Charmander? Charmander is a good yellow shiny. Swablu? Oh, that is a good yellow shiny, actually. Yee, Swablu! I love Swablu. My gym leader design here definitely takes inspiration. And it stays yellow when it evolves into Altaria as well. I wonder what a mega shiny Altaria would look like. I definitely do need to get back to ZA. I think I'm gonna... Oops. I got into the building. I think I'm gonna get back to ZA once I finish this hunt. Oh, no. Wait, pause. There we go. What was I doing? Okay, we're full here. Let's just keep going. Yee, shiny Altaria. That was on my, my shiny bingo last year. Doing an Omega Ruby. Nice! Yeah, I guess I forgot that. There's like other... Swablu is in Gen 3, isn't it? Oh no, it is Gen 3. It's like a bit later in the game, right? Same region. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. I don't know why I for some reason I think of like Swablu and Altaria as Gen 4 for some reason. But they are Gen 3. That would be a really cool shiny. You could do that. Also, it's very fitting for an egg hunt because it's Burb. I'm looking up the encounter tables here. Region 3. I forgot Sandshrew was a encounter on Route 113. Oh man, Skarmory would be a really good hunt to use Repel Trick on this. Dang. Well, actually, I don't know if that really makes much of a difference. I'll break out my Pokemon Encounter app here in a second. I want to crunch some numbers. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I'll show this one on stream. So if you guys don't know, there's this application where you can... Oops, it's not a browser source, it's a window. Window capture. You can calculate the odds of encounters. Of, getting shinies. Oh, let me get bigger. It's a little bit hard to see. It's the Pokemon Encounter Calculator. I kind of forgot where I where I got this from. But another shiny hunter during Pokemon Pride told me about it, and so I searched it up, and it's been such a lifesaver. Oh, that's so cool. So you can link them and use one controller to control two at the same time. That's really cool. Alright, so let's see how it's gonna... So they have everything up to Ultra Moon. I don't know if the newer... Oh, you can't see, like, the windows. The options that I'm seeing. I don't know if they have any new versions of it, but this version that I have goes all the way to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So if we select Sapphire, and then we select Route 113, walking. So we see here the odds of each Pokemon, each level. So... So if we just don't do anything at all... Okay, spin does a... Oh, it doesn't show you guys the window. Darn it. Let me try to do another capture. Results. There we go. Okay. It's so hard to see. The window is like so big and the sprites and the text are so small. Here, let me blow it up. There we go. So it's normally a 70% chance for Spinda, 25 Sandshrew, 5% Skarmory. That's not... So, like, I wouldn't mind phasing on any of those, honestly. That's not a bad hunt. That's actually a pretty decent hunt. So let's see, if we try to... So I'm going to close that. And then if we try to do Repel Trick at level 16 with these odds, how does that change? Ah, okay. So that actually... It's not showing the window again. Darn it. Where did it go? Why is it doing it like that? Well, that's weird. Okay, anyways, but so Spinda went down to 50% from 70%, but Sandshrew or Skarmory went up to 25%. And I don't know, did Sandshrew go up? No, Sandshrew stayed at 25%. So I guess that's a good trick if you're shiny hunting for Skarmory, then Repel trick at level 16 would be good for that. But I am looking for Spinda, so it's probably just best to go it without Repels, which is fine. But yeah, that shiny or like encounter calculator is so nice. Let's see, one more to hatch here. I think I'll do one more batch and then like one more full party of eggs and then we'll call it. Alright, let's reset over here. And then we'll do one last check on this batch. Summary. Nope. We fulfilled the 8th box. I need to make another, well, I can just rename this. Now we have 9 boxes. Oh, that one doesn't have the 9. Nine. Only 9 boxes, yeah. Actually insane. So, essentially, if you want to get to full odds... How many... So, if you want to get to full odds... Actually, no, because... 1,000 is not... 1,000's only, like... How many boxes? 500? It's like 8 or 9 boxes is like 500? I don't know. Probably less than that. Check your shiny EVA use to trade them with Wonder Trade. Just trade out like a... Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. They'll just send out all like their hatched eggs, their non-shiny baby Pokemon. That was the thing in Scarlet and Violet too. Like people, you would just see people just trade, wonder trading out like a bunch of like Fuecocos. Just Fuecoco for days. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any way to trade out these Pichu. They just have to all be released into the wild, causing the population, the natural population to like just be overrun with Pichus. Yeah. I'm Pichu, you're Pichu, we're all Pichu. Many much Pichu. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm not gonna be releasing them by hand. That would take absolutely forever. So like Gen 3 like did a lot of stuff with like, you know, it's the first gen where box management is finally like not hell. Right? Because like box management in Gen 1 and 2 were just absolutely awful. But yeah, at the same time they are missing very important things like multi-release. I think you can multi... Can you multi... No, I don't think you can multi-select in Gen 3. Or can't... No, you can multi-select in Gen 3, but you can't multi-release. That's the caveat. First hunt, like 24 encountered with SOS chain. Nice. Yeah. I think I have yet to get a shiny under 1,000 encounters. I mean, other than the odd egg hunt, but that doesn't count because the chances with an odd egg are like 1 in 64. That doesn't count. Full odds. I have not gotten anything under 1,000. I'm not counting Scarlet and Violet either, or Legends Arceus, because those are completely different. Oh, okay. We have a full party. Alright, so these are the... Oops. Got stuck. Oh no. Why is it always that NPCs... Okay, okay, okay. There we go. The NPC's always trapping me. The 3DS colors are so... Yeah, like the 3D models are, like, very desaturated for some reason. In the 3DS era. It was not visible. Dang. So you really had to rely on, like, the shiny sparkles and the audio cue, huh? Egg. Alright. 1060... No shiny. I don't know if you watch... You probably watch other, like, shiny hunter YouTubers. I don't know if you watch Party Arlie, but I saw her. She put out a video where apparently she found a Deoxys in Fire Red on the Switch. In like, I want to say, what did she estimate? I think she said like 300 encounters or something like that. Like insanely under odds. It's like, it's crazy. And then I think I saw so there's another shiny hunter blue vector, and I was looking at like his recent posts. Apparently he's still trying to get a shiny starter, or was. I don't know, he might have already got it by now, but at least as of yesterday, he was like 10,000 encounters and looking for a shiny starter, doing a dual hunt in Fire Red, Leaf Green. It's like the dichotomy. 300 encounters Deoxys, 10,000 encounters starter. God. RNG is so cruel sometimes. Yeah, it's so funny to, like, comparing the two. The exact same game, exact same system. Two completely different experiences. 10,000 encounters for a coughing baby. Exactly. That's the perfect hydrogen baby for a hydrogen bomb versus coughing. God. Oh. I hope somebody's already done that meme with with the two in that situation. That's really funny. But yeah, I really do want to shiny hunt in Leaf Green, but I have determined to finish my Sapphire badge quest first. I don't want to just keep putting things off, you know, with this file, with this challenge. Gotta go. Alright, see you, Quantic. I'll probably see you later this evening, actually. um, yeah, we'll see you around. One more egg. Or I guess 4 eggs. In this case. Let's see what we get. Alright, last eggs. 176. No, shiny Pichu. Womp womp. Dun dun dun. Well, we got a good amount today. What is that? 120-ish? Yeah, 120 encounters. Let's see, let's deposit these. Well, actually, just to be safe. Check. Nope. And box number 9. There we go. Alrighty. Well, that was pretty good. Pretty good. 120 encounters there. I think I'm gonna try to see if I can get, I don't know, like if doing another set of emulators would break things or not. It would be kind of cool if I had like 2 controllers and I do like one for eggs and one for random encounters. But we'll see. Yeah, I think next stream will be Monday, and that'll be Minecraft? Yeah, Minecraft. We'll try to make that tropical fish farm, and that way we can have much axolotls, and then we can shiny hunt in Minecraft. But yeah, that's the plan. So thanks for hanging out, y'all. It was a lot of fun today. I will see you guys around on Discord and stuff, and yeah, we will do some mining and crafting on Monday. We'll see you guys then. Bye bye.